Testing, testing, testing. Hi there, guys. My name is Rohan Beve, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about this. What are tongue-eating louse? In today's video, we're going to be talking about what are tongue-eating louse and what makes them a monster to fish. Because, well, you see, tongue-eating louses are basically parasites. They're a type of isopod, okay? And they are a very gross parasite, okay? So how is their life cycle, okay? Well, first, it all begins in the water, okay? And we have these juvenile tongue-eating louse, okay? Now, these isopods, okay, are just as big as a grain of rice. And these juveniles will just wander about using their energy, or how much energy they have, to just wander around and look for signs like chemical or shadows and stuff like that to eventually find a fish, okay? Now, the moment one of these juveniles spots a fish, it immediately darts for it, okay? It looks for signs of a fish and then immediately darts for the fish's gills. Once the isopod goes inside of the fish's gills, it uses its legs to anchor on and starts drinking its blood, making the fish a temporary hideout, the perfect temporary hideout. So as it continues to feed, it eventually grows into an adult male, okay? Now, the thing is, multiple adult males can be in the same fish, okay, in the same gill. But the problem is, if one adult, okay, doesn't find any other female, something remarkable happens, okay? It then slowly changes itself, okay? And it transforms from male to a female, which is cool as an evolutionary adaptation. So once a female is inside of a fish, okay, once that happens, the female will go to the fish's tongue or tongue-like structure, okay? And once it's at the tongue-like structure, okay, it'll basically sit there, okay, latch onto the tongue and start feeding on the blood and mucus, okay? So as it continues to feed off of the tongue-like structure the fish has, okay, the tongue, okay, will start to get blood loss, okay? So it'll eventually start dying and will start shrinking. So eventually, as it shrinks, there's so much blood loss, the cells get destroyed, okay, not destroyed, but they die off, and eventually there's a possible chance that the entire piece of that tongue completely gets removed, okay? But the fish can still eat properly. How? Because of the isopod itself. It's now acting like a prosthetic, okay? It becomes a new tongue, okay? And it pretends to be this new tongue, okay? But it continues to feed on the blood, okay? So as it continues, several adult males eventually leave the gills to the mouth to mate with the female, okay? And eventually the female isopod, okay, eventually has a bunch of eggs stored in its brood pouch, and eventually when the female decides it's ready, it releases all these tiny baby louses, tongue-eating louses, to be released back into the water, and the cycle will repeat, okay? Now, eventually, the fish itself will die more or less due to anemia, okay? Because of that, because it won't grow properly, unlike other fishes, and will eventually get anemia, and it won't, yeah, it's basically like that, okay? And that's basically what a tongue-eating louse is, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!